Yes. Before I start, do you remember what we have learned in last video? Here, as you can see in the picture, we learn about uses of water. Look at the first. We children that you learned very well that we use it for many purposes like drinking, washing hands, brushing teeth, bathing, cooking, watering plant. There are so many things. For that we need a water. If we will not get a water, we cannot do that things. So water is essential. Water is very important. That you have learned. Okay, students, as you can see in the picture. See, what is that? Can you read? All living things need water to live. Yes, water is very important. As I told you, the like from morning till end of the day we do so many things, and for everything we need a water, for bathing, for cooking, for cleaning, and for other purpose also. Now students, can you see what is that? There are three pictures. Can you read what is that? Yes, this is a river. What is that? A river. And the second one, rain. And the third one, a lake. Now what is that? Yes, these are the what? These are the sources. A river, rain, and lake, where we can store water. And every time we can easily see water in a like in river, lake, and there are so many other things that we will discuss later. Now, what is that? Now see, look at this man. What he is doing? There is who needs water to survive? Can you tell me? Who needs water? Tell me now. Yes, living things need water. And in the first chapter only we have learned living things need water, air for survive. The same here. Humans, plants, and other animals. If they will not get water, they cannot survive. They cannot live. They will not have a proper growth. See, children, just imagine if you will not get a water, you how you will cry. If you are thirsty, and if your mother, your parents will not give you water, how you will feel? You cannot leave. Now you will start to cry. Exactly, the water is essential. Water is very important in our life. Now, students, what do you drink water from? Yes, the first very common we use a glass. This you can see in everybody's kitchen. Wherever you will go, you will get this glass, because glass is our traditional thing. We always use glass for drinking water. Correct, na? Then bottle. Whenever we travel, we always buy a bottle, because everywhere bottle are available. Stations, bus stop, market, and tap. And the sometimes we use our hands if we don't have anything, and if we are very thirsty we always use our hands and we drink water. Now tell me this, drinking water storing. Now tell me, students, where do you store your water? Huh? Have you ever asked your mother like where, like what she's using for storing water? This everybody will say different, because if everybody is having a different kitchen, and everybody use different things for storing water. Some people they use earthen pot, then some are using jar, then tank. Okay, then some are using then jug. So they use for storing water. As we discussed that the water is very essential, like water is very important, and every day we need water, and every day we store our water in our kitchen. Just we saw the picture, na? But now tell me, students, from where we can get store water? Where? Here you can see the four picture. The first one, well, lake, dam, and hand pump. From there we can get a store water. Have you seen the whale lake? This, I know, like whenever you go to a village you must have seen hand pump, well, lake and dam. But students, have you ever thought from where does all this water comes from? Now tell me, from where we get water, like in whale, dam, lake, hand pump, from where we get water? Yes, we get water from rain. That's why every year we just, after summer seasons we always waiting for the rain, na? Because rains give us a lot of water and we can easily store, and that water we use throughout the year. Now students, when it rains, some water flows over the ground and giving rise like to rivulets, streams and river. Some water collects in low-lying areas. Thus lakes are found. In that way the lakes are formed. So students, when it's rain heavily, have you ever seen the rains when in Mumbai most of the time rain, like we have seen just now how the rain was there, it was so heavily na, and when the rains uh, comes heavily, the flowing water increases the level of rivulets, stream and river. Increases the level of rivulets, stream and river, and some water is collected in the puddles, and this way the lakes are formed. Just I saw the picture of the lake, okay, and like if so because of that we can get the water throughout the year. Students, you have to note that rivulets, streams and river, these are the water bodies, these are the example of water bodies. Rivulets, streams and river, these are the water bodies, and we use water from these water bodies. So because of rain, the rivulets, streams and river get a water, and that same water we use throughout the year. So here you can see the picture of lake. Students, where can you find water in nature? Yes, you can find water in sea. Correct, na? Then you can find river. Just we discuss. Stream. Then we can find water in lake. And here, waterfall. So here you will get a water in nature. Now we saw the how the when the rain comes, how the water flows. So sometimes what happens, students? A flowing river is sometimes blocked by building a wall. By building a wall. This is called a dam. When it doesn't rain, the water from the dam can be used. Now sometimes like sometimes we never get rains. The farmer, they always wait for the rains, and sometimes we have some problems, and because of that we never get a rains, and that time the dam is very helpful. And students, dam is not a natural thing, it is not a natural resources. Dam is a man-made. The people, they have made a dam to store the water, and they can use the water from dam throughout the year. If they will not get a sufficient rain for the particular year, so they can use the water from the dam. So now students, here are the pictures and the names of Maharashtra dams, which are very important. Sometimes we never get a rain, so people use water from this dam. So here is the Koina Dam, Mulshi Dam, Jayakwadi Dam, Mulla Dam and Ujni Dam. These are the very important dams. And students, if you will see this dam on YouTube, you can see the water. The level here, you will get a water in these dams. Here I have one more picture for you. The Nagarjun Sagar Dam, which comes in Andhra Pradesh. Now students, some rainwater seeps into the ground. To obtain this water, we dig well. This water can also be taken out by using hand pumps and borewell. Sometimes water in the ground comes out in the form of springs. Students, you have to remember that when it rains, the rainwater get absorbed. It get absorbed by the ground. To obtain this water, we can dig well, or it can be taken out by hand pumps or borewell. Students, nowadays everybody they want to dig borewell because borewell is very helpful. Now students, you must be wondering what are the springs. Springs means what? See, you can see in the picture. Just look at the springs, the water which comes out of the ground. That's called as springs. Now we will discuss a river. How is the river formed? Rain also falls on high places like mountains. This rainwater flows downhill. You must have seen, children, when the rain falls heavily, how it's flowing down from the mountain. And that time what happened? The numerous rivulets of water flowing downhill and that joined together to form a river. Like nowadays in Mumbai, we can see few rivers are there. But if you'll go to the villages, you can see there are so many big rivers in Maharashtra. There are so many big rivers are there like Godavari, Ganga, Krishna. These are the famous rivers in Maharashtra. Now, have you ever thought how does a river flow? A river flows down mountains and plateau, through valleys and over plains. Now students, what are those plateaus and valleys? Just tell me. Now we will discuss what are the plateaus. Plateau means a large flat area of land. Large flat area of land that is higher than other area of land and that surrounded it. Now what are these valleys? Valleys means a low area of land between hills or mountain, typically with a river or a stream flowing through it. And now what are the plains? Plain means a large area of flat land with few trees are called a plains. Again we will discuss. Plateau means what? Plateau is what? Plateau is the flat area of land that is higher than other area. And the valleys means what? A low area of land between hills or mountain. And the plains means what? It is a plain means what? It is a large area. It is a large area with a few trees. So what we have learned about a river? A river is a stream of water that flows across the land. And what are the water bodies? The water body means flowing water and stores of water. That are the examples of water body. Just we have seen the water bodies. So here are the water bodies: sea, ocean and river. Sea, ocean and river. Now we learned water bodies. Now just students, tell me, what are the landforms? Due to the high and low levels of land at different places, land gets different forms. So that high and low, these levels of lands, we get at different places, and for that places we call it landforms. So now just uh, let's see the types of landforms. Here are the type of landforms. Now you can see the mountains, hills, valleys, desert, plains and plateau. These are the type of landforms. So students are here. I have brought the pictures for you. Look at the mountains. Such mountains you must have seen in Kashmir, correct? Then valleys, hills, plains. These are the landforms. These are the landforms. So students, here's a very important things for you now. You have to note that, okay? Mosam Ram and Cherrapunji. These are the two places in India. These are the two places in India which receive the highest rainfall in the world. Which receive highest rainfall in the world. In summer, however, there is a shortage of water in those places. As we know that in India, if everywhere in the summer we get a shortage of water. The same thing occurs in the Konkan region. We know that there is a Konkan region in Maharashtra. Yes, Konkan region of Maharashtra. This is because adequate effort are not made to store rainwater. Storing rainwater will help solve this problem. Students, as we have just discussed in the lesson, the storage of water is very important. If we will store water, so that water we can use throughout the year. So what these people they are not doing, they are not storing water. So they have a highest rainfall in the world, but they don't store the water. So when they need a water in summer seasons, so that time they are having shortage of water. So just tell me, what is the solution for this problem? As we have discussed, man, they have made so many dams. Na, we have seen the Jaikwadi, Munshi dams. So they should make a dam. So dam is very helpful for storing water. So can you tell me the name of the places where we have highest rainfall? Cherrapunji in India. And what is that? Mosam Ram. These are the two places where we have a highest rainfall in India. Students, do you know pipelines are used to carry water from distant walls, lakes and water tanks to our home. In some areas, water is also supplied through tankers. Nowadays, if we will not get a water, so the tanker comes to give us water, and the tanker is very helpful. In the villages there are so many tank. The people they use the private tankers, and because of that they get a water. So here is the picture of pipeline. This you must have seen in Mumbai, na, because we get a water in Mumbai throughout the pipelines only. It's very helpful to carry the water from one place to another, and because of the pipelines the water is supplied throughout the like certain parts of Mumbai where water cannot get easily. So pipelines is very helpful to get the water. And here is a picture of water tanker. Most of the time if we have functions, so the water is not sufficient, so we always call for the water tanker, and the water tanker always help us for giving us sufficient water for our guests, for other uses, home uses, for cooking. For there are so many use of water, and the water tanker is very helpful. So students, you have to note that seas, river, lakes are naturally formed, and wells and dam, these are the man-made. People they have made well. If you'll observe your farmer, if farmer your grandparents will have the farm, so just go and observe the farming. And well is very important. Because of well they get a water, and they can get a good farming, good crops. And dams are very helpful, as we have discussed. Dams give us a water throughout the year. If we don't have a water, if you have a shortage of water, we have to store water in dams, and we can use that water throughout the year. So students, what we have learned, now tell me. So this lesson was very helpful, na? Huh? This lesson is very helpful. We have learned that all the water we get in rainwater, rivers, lakes and springs are all formed because of rain. These are formed because of rain. Then second, rivers start in high places like mountains and flow downhill. It is necessary to collect rainwater, and we can collect rainwater like in whale, then dams, and that water we can use throughout the year. So I hope students everything is clear. So now what you will do? Come on, what you will do now? You will take out EVS textbook and you will read the lesson number 9. Where does water comes from? Okay? Thank you.